I'm shooting for a sub 111, I think. I think I can maybe run a 110. I think about to get my pre-race shakeout done, about 4 miles. It's 5:30 p.m. right now. So let's go get that done. Ski! These things are fire, dude. These lemon lime body armor zeros. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh yeah, she's done. Oh god. All right, got my pizza here, pre-race meal. You can hate on me a little bit. This isn't the healthiest, but I am starving. I need the calories. I need the carbs. Got the half marathon tomorrow. It's at 8 a.m. Drinking some milk with my pizza. Some people are afraid of milk for some reason. Milk is great. Milk is delicious. Milk is great. It sort of neutralizes maybe potential acid refluxes and whatnot in my system. I'm not sure if that's scientifically accurate at all, but roll with me there on that one. This dude is a complete clown. I hate A-Rod. He took steroids. But yeah, watching the World Series, Game 2. Game 1 was freaking electric. All right, just finished dinner. It's about 8 p.m. right now. I didn't really do too much today. I kind of just stayed in the house almost all day. I did my 4-mile shakeout earlier with some strides at the end. But I've been working on editing this 311 to 232 marathon progression video. So by the time you're watching this, that video should be out. So I think it turned out pretty well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it there. But yeah, 4-mile shakeout earlier, just finished dinner. Race is at 8 a.m. tomorrow, half marathon. So this will only be my second half marathon I've ever raced. So it's been 6 years since my first. And so anything really is a PR at this point. It's funny because my past 2 or maybe even 3 half marathon PRs have been during the marathon. So yeah, anything will really be a PR with a true just half marathon distance effort. So I'm going for 112 or sub 112. I think I can maybe even go a little bit faster, but I'm not really treating this as like a peak race or anything. It's just kind of something fun to do, right? I haven't raced a long distance in a while. I'm not doing a full marathon this fall. I'm gonna save that for the late winter, early spring around there, still to be decided. So yeah, the goal is to just get out there and feel some pain, race a race, have some fun, hopefully win a prize or something, maybe like a pumpkin related prize. It's like Halloween time, so I don't think there's gonna be very much competition there. I'm gonna finish editing this video, get a little snack before I go to bed, and I'll show you guys my racing gear and stuff for tomorrow. But other than that, I'm just gonna call it a night. All right, it's like 10:30 p.m. I really need to get to sleep here. Got all my race stuff laid out. It's gonna be like 35 degrees at race start. Racing in the Vaporfly Next Percents 2s tomorrow. These are just to warm up in, Nike Invincible Run 3s. I'm bringing gloves. I probably will wear those for at least the start. And I also have arm sleeves if I need them, a whole conglomeration of socks. Might wear a headband, Nike Aeroswift singlet. I'm either gonna wear that or this other singlet. It depends on if I'm wearing this long sleeve undershirt. Got the half tights here, whatever. Just some warm up clothes there. Sipping on a little bit of Powerade and water here. So I'm gonna call it a night here shortly. Probably wake up at like 5:30 a.m. Hit the road by like 6:15. Again, race starts at 8. So just put me on that start line, man. I'm ready to rip. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace. If I see one more political ad, I'm gonna jump off of. Okay, Botox. That's fine with me. Hey Google, what's the weather right now?
Right now in Canal Fulton, it's 31 degrees and clear.
Jeez. Well, it's a good thing I like the cold weather. It's about 6 a.m. right now. I honestly got to get a move on. Toaster, freaking off-brand Pop-Tarts. Got some cold brew in here. And finishing off this Gatorade. So this is breakfast, nothing special. These off-brand Pop-Tarts, only the off-brand ones are the move. They sit easy on the stomach. Good source of carbs and sugar. So I'm going to scarf these down and hit the road. Freaking frigid out here. This is the type of surface we're working with today. It's like towpath-ish trail, so not as fast as blacktop, but still should be pretty fast. So, all right, I've decided my race fit. Okay, we're going white singlet here with arm sleeves and gloves, and that's it. So, gonna put my bib on the singlet here, do a warm up, and then there's gonna be really no footage of the race. I'm not gonna lie. So, literally, no one's out here really to support me. That sounds really sad, but that's the truth. My parents are out of town, girlfriend's out of town. I don't really have any friends, so no, I'm just kidding, but they're not here today. I didn't tell too many people about this, so I'll catch up with you guys after. Hopefully all good news, all smiles and sunshine. Well, sunshine and 35 degrees, but hopefully all smiles and sunshine after the race. So wish me luck, guys. Okay, I lied. I'm doing a warm up real quick. 1 or 2 miles, not sure, but then we'll get the race rolling and we'll catch up after. Oh my God, I'm in the porta potty and they just called my name for the awards. Shoot. I totally just missed my award. I'll go get it here in a little bit, but doing my cool down now. Absolutely beautiful day, man. Weather turned out perfect. Final time was a 1:10:51, 52, something like that. One of the best races of my life, high key. And it really didn't hurt too bad until the very end. Really freaking pumped, dude. 1:10. I was like banging my chest coming down the final stretch and everything. Everybody was like, but I don't freaking care, man. I didn't think I was gonna run a 1:10. I mean, I knew it was possible, but I did not think it was gonna go that well, but it went well. So, full race breakdown here coming soon. All right, Coros Predictor had me at a 1:12:40 something. That was cap. Did a 1:10:50. So, never let technology dictate what you're gonna run for a specific race, okay? I flip and crush that. So now it's saying I'm going to run like a 2:25 marathon and like a, even faster half now, which I don't think that's possible. So I don't know what it's telling me now. But anyway, very pleased with that race. Like I said, 1:10:50 for the half marathon. Huge PR. Actually, only the second half marathon I've ever run. So it's been 6 years since my last half marathon, which was my first one, where I ran a 1:15:59. So massive PR, about a 5-minute PR, which it's funny because I've actually run a few times faster during my marathons, but for a true half marathon race, this is about a 5-minute PR. So we're going to break it down here for you. Race was last Sunday, the 28th of October. Today is the 31st, Thursday of October. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hope everybody's having a spooky day today, and I hope everyone had a spooky month, I guess. I don't know. Tomorrow we're going to start getting in the Christmas mode, I guess, or the Thanksgiving first, whatever. But I've had a few days to kind of reflect and think about this race. So I'm going to run you through kind of just mile by mile, how I felt, how it went, just a full race breakdown of the 150 half marathon. So race was at 8 a.m. on Sunday. It was like 31 degrees at the start. So you might be thinking that's cold, Shane. It's not optimal weather conditions, Shane. No, it's flipping perfect, okay? Maybe it's cold for you. For me, that's perfect race conditions, okay? As soon as it gets like in the 40s, like 50s, right? I start sweating, especially when it's humid. And so other people, they do better in warmer temperatures and in slight humidity maybe. I do terrible, but I do great in cold weather. So this was perfect, picture perfect. Had my gloves on, had my arm sleeves on, and that's all I needed. I have no problem breathing in cold air in the lungs, and I loved it, okay? Race course was very flat and nice. Most of it is on like a flat towpath type surface. So a lot of it is like blacktop, which is, just a road surface, but some of it too is also a like crushed limestone surface, which is a little bit slower, maybe a couple seconds per mile slower than a true road, but it's pretty fast overall. Nothing really to complain about. So there was one other guy in the race who was slight competition, maybe. I think he ran like a 1:14. I wasn't quite sure how fast he was going to go, but he looked quite a bit faster. And I basically just dropped him straight from the start. So other than that, I was basically running alone out there. Luckily, there was a bike pacer who was kind of leading me through mile by mile. He was chatting to me a little bit. He was a super cool dude. I was talking to him as much as I could. I was running a half marathon, but he was super nice. So let's break this thing down mile by mile, okay? I went into this, got the Strava pulled up here. I went into this thinking that a 1:12 or a sub 1:12 marathon was possible. That's what kind of I was going for, which is about 5:30 or just sub 5:30 minutes per mile pace, okay? So I didn't want to go out for the first mile too much faster than that, if at all faster. I was really thinking like right on that 5:30. And I went out in 5:27. And part of that is the start of this course, you go up a hill to start. You're not on the towpath yet. You go up this hill, pretty, relatively steep kind of hill, like 6, 7, 8, up to 12 grade, I guess. I mean, pretty steep hill. I'm not going to talk about grades for hills, whatever. But the cool part is you get to go down the hill. So that's kind of like where I really sped up and split a 5:27 for that first mile. Felt okay. Kind of just was settling in, right? A lot of times the first mile of a half marathon or a marathon, you're not feeling fantastic. You're kind of just settling into pace and getting to your rhythm zone, right? So felt okay. 5:27, I was kind of thinking like, it's definitely not too slow, right? Like it's probably a little bit on the fast end, but let's see where we go from here. So mile 2, get on like the towpath trail here. This is where the rest of the race would be. So you kind of like go out about 6 miles or so, and then you flip 180 back on the path to finish at mile 13.1. So that's kind of the course that I ran this on. It's really simple. Basically just an out and back on a towpath with a little bit that starts on the road. So mile 2, 5:25, and it felt good, okay? I got right into that zone in mile 2. Right when I got on that towpath and started, I realized, okay, I'm on the towpath. I get to go straight for like 7 miles. Let's lock in here. I locked right into that 5:25. And really, it's crazy to see how consistent the splits are throughout this whole race. Like 5:25 was like the popular mile of the day. And it's not like I was even really looking at my watch too much. I kind of just naturally locked into that pace, which was great. Mile 3, another 5:25. And at this point, again, still feeling really solid. Mile 4 was a 5:26. Gained a little bit of elevation in this mile, and really not too bad. Like it's pretty pancake flat. There's little inclines and declines here and there on the towpath, and little turns here and there. But like compared to running up and down rolling hills, it's probably not. It's probably faster. So I'm not going to complain about the course at all whatsoever, even if a lot of it was on crushed limestone. So also was wearing the Nike Vaporfly 2s on this, which I love those shoes. Better than the Alpha Flies, for sure. Mile 5, 5:24. So at this point, I'm still feeling good, but I'm starting to feel the effort a little bit, right? I'm starting to, okay, this is tough. I'm running like, mid-low 5:20s pace. But the only difference was like, it felt hard, but I still felt strong. It was kind of just like, yeah, like let's keep pushing this. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna have a good day. Right around then, I was like, I'm locking into a fast pace here. I'm gonna have a good day. And right around mile 5 as well, I was able to hand my gloves. My hands were heating up. It was like 30 degrees. It's funny when you're running fast, the extremities of your body warm up sometimes, or at least that's what happened to me. So handed the gloves to the pace biker in front of me. Again, super cool dude. Shout out to him for holding my gloves for the rest of the race. And that was mile 5. So mile 6, 5:25 again. Mile 7, 5:27 again, kind of right in that zone. And it was right around here, mile 7 or actually it was at mile 8 or like 7.5 around there, where you flipped, like I was talking about. You're going out on the towpath and then you do a 180 flip. And that part kind of just completely cuts off your rhythm, right? You literally have to stop completely to turn around. And at first I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, I just got to get to the turnaround. I just got to get to the turnaround. Then I'm counting down the miles. It's going to be easier coming the way back because I was kind of starting to feel it right around mile 7. But once I made that turn, it kind of messed up my rhythm a little bit, obviously, as I had to completely stop. And it took a little bit out of me to get back down to pace after that. And I was able to drop a 5:25, and I was eventually able to get back into a good rhythm. But I was starting to feel the effort a little bit more. And not all because of the turnaround, also because I was 8, almost 9 miles into a race where I'm running 5:25 pace. Like I've never run this fast before. So I was feeling it rightfully so, you know. Mile 9 comes, I ran a 5:23. And this was around where I was like, I was knowing what pace I was running. I was running low 5:20s now, probably average about 5:26-ish up through here. And I'm like, okay, if I pick it up here a little bit, I can run sub 111. I'm kind of doing like the math in my head. And I knew that 5:30s or 5:29s was a 112, sub 112. So I was like, if I'm running a 5:25, that's like 111 on the dot. So if I cut down a little bit here, I don't know what exact mental math I was doing, counting on, my watch, how much time I had. You're always doing math in your head during these races. At least I am. Maybe it's just because I'm an engineer, but I'm starting to realize, hey, 110, I can run a 110 if I really speed it up here. So mile 10, I actually slowed down a little bit, and not that I was exactly trying to start gunning it straight away, but 5:26, still respectable mile. But at this point, it was like, okay, I got to go now if I want to break 111. I kind of had that like mental tug of war in my head. It was like coast it in for like a 111.15 or like push it on for a sub 111. And the freaking mental demons came in tough, and they definitely did. And I took those demons and I freaking Mike Tyson them in the face. So I started, that was cringe as heck, but I decided right around mile 11 when I had like a 5K left, right? Like 11, 12, 13. I decided I was going to do my best to get under 111. And I knew I had to run. I think I figured I had to average 5:20 to get under a 111. So bam, mile 11, 5:22, mile 12, 5:20 now. And I was really feeling it at this point, guys. I was gritting my teeth and giving it almost everything I had with about 1 mile to go. But I knew basically at mile 12, I was like, as long as I don't slip and fall, like I'm going at a fast enough pace. There's no way I don't break 111. Like I can do this for sure. And it also helped that through a lot of this second half of the race, there were people who were coming out on the towpath to where I turned around. So there was basically people going in the opposite direction of me who were still hadn't turned around yet. They were cheering me on and all that stuff. And they were really giving me a lot of encouragement. And that was super nice to see and to experience out there, because that helped me speed up and it gave me confidence going and pushing to the finish. So mile 13, 5:14 mile. That's crazy. After running all that, I mean, just if you would have told me I would have ran this fast, 4 or 5 months ago, like I would not have believed you. I was very impressed with how I was able to finish this up. So sprinted the last 0.1 or whatever for a 50 pace, and we finished with a 1:10.50. Honestly, one of the best races of my life. I cannot lie. Very, very encouraged by this. Very, very proud of myself. I attribute this fast time to super flat course, perfect weather. Just the training I've been doing has just been probably the hardest I've been training in my life. And then also just my mental toughness as well. I was just able to stick through and to push my hardest even when it was really hurting. So very proud of how I finished here. 1:10.50. I mean, that's a big achievement for me. So I feel really confident going forward with this. I want to keep crushing it, keep training hard, PR in some more races. I got a 5K that's going to be coming up for like a turkey trot, for Thanksgiving. So that'll be fun. Maybe try to PR in the 5K for that. My PR is a 15:43. So I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I'm not specifically training for the 5K, but that would be cool. And then eventually we got to get a marathon on the calendar here. I think I'm going to wait till next spring. So got a few months, but I really think a sub 2:30 is possible for the marathon. I'm a little bit like irked because I feel like I could have ran a 2:30 the other day with how good I felt in the half. But hey, I ran a fast half. I'm proud of that. So we're going to take this momentum into our next racing season, well, into the 5K first and then into my next marathon, and we're going to freaking crush it. So hope you guys enjoy this little breakdown of my half marathon here. Let me know if you like this kind of video format. I think it's pretty fun. Thanks for all the support you guys have given me recently. Really appreciate it. Like my last couple videos, really been getting a lot of engagement, comments, and subscribers and whatnot. So keep following along with the journey. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, put a comment, hit the notification bell, follow me on Strava, follow me on Insta, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.